This is going to be update number 4 for Pan That Palette. I think I'm actually combining a clip from update number 3 for you guys. Since I didn't upload that video last month, I decided I would just combine them together. Just in case this is the first video that you've seen on this challenge, essentially I picked out the Lorac Pro 2 palette at the beginning of the year, and I'm trying to finish off the majority of the shadows in here. I'm going to go ahead and show you a clip of what my progress looked like at the update number 2, and then last month's update, and then where I'm at currently. So I'll cut to the clip right now. Okay, I just opened this up and my blue shadow just completely crumbled. Hang on a minute. This is where I'm at after using this palette for 2 months. And this is what my palette looks like after 3 months of using it. And this is what my palette looks like after 4 months of use. Oh, the lighting is so weird. It's a little bit later in the day, so I kind of had to angle the camera slightly over. Otherwise, it's just gonna be really bright on this side over here. So hopefully you can see the shades and everything in here. I just brought this palette in here to film this video, and somehow my navy shade completely shattered. It was already broken, I think at the last update, like last month when I was supposed to film a video, it had kind of cracked down the center. You can actually see that in the video, but it was like that up until, I don't know, 10 minutes ago or something. Somehow something nudged that and it just completely shattered. So anyway, I'll start back at the top here and we'll just go through. I was actually able to hit pan on 2 new shadows out of this palette since the last time. I was able to hit pan on Plum, and then the other one was Charcoal. So Buff is almost gone. I probably would have this finished, but I actually went back to my Wet n Wild Brulee eyeshadow to kind of set my eyeshadow base, my MAC paint pot in the Painterly shade. So if I wasn't using that one, then Buff would probably be finished, but I should have that one finished by next time. There's really not much left in there. Light Brown has a ton of pan showing compared to last month or the past 2 months, so that's looking pretty good. Cool Gray is definitely not my favorite. I don't mind using it. It almost has like a tinge of blue to it, so if I'm using a really cool eye, like a super cool eye look, then I'll reach for that one. Otherwise, I just reach for the Light Brown. Nectar is becoming one of my all-time favorite shades. I really like that one. Plum, like I said, I just barely hit pan on that one not too long ago, actually. Navy just completely fell out, but I'm not too worried about it. I did hit pan on Charcoal. I like that one. This is a little bit more of a neutral color compared to Cool Gray, obviously. This one, like I said, just has a tiny bit more of like a taupey blue tone to it. Black, I've been using this as a liner mostly. I do have that smudged right up against my lash line today. I don't know if you can tell, I didn't use like a liquid liner. I just kind of smudged it up against the lash line and didn't really do a wing or anything, but the black's all right. It's not the most pigmented shadow, but it's not that bad either. You can definitely build it up. I am almost finished with this shade Snow right here. There's just a tiny little bit left down at the bottom part there. That should be easily finished off in like, I don't know, 2 days or something. Beige, I've been using it a little bit more. I've been holding off on using that shadow as much as I want to because it used to be my favorite shadow out of this whole palette, but I'm starting to reach for it a little bit more. The pan in here is just slightly bigger than it used to be. The next one, I did finish off one of the shades. Rosé is completely finished. It was alright. It was a little bit on the gold side for me, but I didn't mind it too much. It was actually a pleasant shadow to use up. Mocha is probably my favorite shade in here. Mocha and Nectar right here. These two, right on top of each other. They're probably my 2 favorite shades in this palette. I really like Mocha for like an all over the lid, kind of a darker look to the eyes. It's a really easy one and done kind of shadow. Chrome I thought would be my favorite out of this palette. I thought I would like Chrome more than Mocha because I really enjoyed the shade Pewter from the original Lorac Pro palette, but I'm just not the biggest fan of Chrome. I'm trying to just power through it. Like, it's not a shade that I hate using. I just prefer Pewter from the original palette over Chrome. So Chrome's looking a little bit better. I might be able to finish that one off by the next time. The shimmers go so fast in these palettes. The matte ones, sometimes you can have them that are really tightly packed. My Plum right here is very tightly packed in the pan. The shades over here on this side, I dropped it, I don't know, a year or two ago, and I had to repress all the shadows over on this side. So these are moving a little bit quicker than the ones over here, I feel like. Silver, I'm not the biggest fan of it. It almost has like this blue tinge to it as well. Cool gray and silver look pretty good together, but I need to use that one a little bit more. There's a pretty decent dip in silver and jade right here, so I'll probably have pan on those by next time. I'm sure I will, and then I think I'll have pan on everything in this palette, so that'll be awesome. So next time, fingers crossed that I'll get a little bit more use out of those two. Jade, I just wish that it pulled a little bit more green than it does, because when I put jade down, it looks really nice. Like if you swatch this, it just looks like a dark shadow. It doesn't look green, it just looks gray. See there? Like it's not even a green color. I wouldn't mind if it was a metallic dark green, but it's just like a gray when you blend it out, and it's kind of disappointing. So that's probably the one shadow out of here that I'm the most disappointed by. Jade and then Chrome, because I had such high hopes for Chrome right here, but Jade should be, I should have pan on that one by next time. And then finally I have Cocoa. I think I only used that one once or twice since the last update. I had just the slightest little fleck of pan in that shadow since the last time, but it has a little bit more pan showing. So yeah, as far as goals for next time, I definitely want to have Snow finished off, the majority of Buff finished off if it's not entirely finished. I want pan on Jade and Silver. Oh, and Chrome. I want to use as much of Chrome as I possibly can. I think I might be able to finish it though, just because I can toss that all over, like in the outer corner, on the outside of my eye, underneath the bottom lash line. I think that one can move a little bit quicker than some of the other ones. And that was all the progress that I had in this palette. So I really appreciate you guys sticking around and being patient with me, waiting for this update. I didn't initially have plans to combine these two, but I just thought it would be easier than putting out two videos, one right after the other. So anyway, I really appreciate you guys watching, and I will see you in the next one. Bye.